My name is Lena. I was the reason his wife left him. I didn't mean to hurt her. I didn't know he was lying. But she blamed me. And maybe she was right. I am 25 years old. I live in a big city. The city is very noisy. There are many fast cars. There are many busy people. But my life is quiet. I live in a small apartment. I have one big window. I can see a tall, green tree from my window. Every morning, I wake up at 6 o'clock. I make hot tea. I sit by my window. I drink my tea slowly. I watch the small birds in the tree. Then I put on my coat. I go to work. I work in a flower shop. The shop is small but beautiful. It smells like sweet roses. It smells like fresh dirt. I love my job very much. I love the beautiful flowers. Flowers do not talk. Flowers do not lie. They just grow. They show their true colors to the world. I water the flowers every morning. I talk to them. I cut the bad leaves. I make the shop look perfect. Many people come to my shop. They buy flowers for happy days. They buy pink flowers for birthdays. They buy white flowers for weddings. But people buy flowers for sad days too. I see many emotions in my shop. I see deep love. I see happy smiles. I see sad tears. I like helping people. I like making them smile. But for a long time, I did not have love in my own life. I was completely alone. I was single. I liked my quiet life. I went to work. I went home. I read books. I went to sleep. It was simple. It was very safe. But sometimes, in the dark evening, I felt lonely. My house was too quiet. I wanted someone to talk to. I wanted to share my day. I wanted someone to hold my hand. Do you know this feeling? Have you ever felt this deep loneliness? It is a hard feeling. Your heart feels empty. You feel cold inside. You feel like nobody sees you. But I want to tell you something right now. It is okay to feel lonely. It is a normal human feeling. We all feel it sometimes. One day in November, the weather was very bad. It was raining hard. The wind was very cold. The street outside was empty. No one was walking. I was sitting inside the flower shop. I was reading a quiet book. Then the bell on the shop door rang. A man walked in. He was wet from the heavy rain. He shook the water from his dark coat. He looked at me. He smiled. His smile was very warm. His name was David. David was tall. He had dark hair. He had soft, brown eyes. He looked tired, but he looked very kind. He walked to the wooden counter. "Hello," he said. His voice was deep and calm. "I need a flower, just one flower, to make a dark day bright." I smiled back at him. I walked to the yellow flowers. I picked a big, bright sunflower. "This will make your day bright," I said. He took the yellow flower. He paid for it. But he did not leave the shop. He stood there. He looked at my face. "My name is David," he said. "What is your name?" I told him my name. "Lena," he said slowly. "That is a very beautiful name." My face felt hot. My heart beat a little faster. He said goodbye. He walked back out into the cold rain. I thought about him that night. I thought about his warm smile. The next day, the sun was shining. The weather was beautiful. And David came back. He walked into the shop. He bought another flower. This time, it was a red rose. He gave the red rose to me. "This is for you," he said, "for helping me yesterday." I was surprised. I was very happy. No one ever bought flowers for me. He asked me to drink coffee with him after work. I smiled and said yes. We went to a small cafe next to my shop. We sat by a big glass window. We drank warm, sweet coffee. We talked for 3 hours. It felt like 10 minutes. We talked about books. We talked about movies. We talked about our lives. I told him about my small apartment. I told him about my green tree. He laughed at my stories. He told me about his life too. He said he worked in a big office. He said his job was very hard. "I live alone," he said to me. "I am single. I do not have a family here." He looked right into my eyes. He looked so honest. He looked so real. I believed him completely. I had no reason to doubt him. Why would a kind man lie to me? After that day, we saw each other a lot. We went for long walks in the park. We fed the small birds by the lake. We ate dinner together. We cooked hot food in my small kitchen. We laughed a lot. I was not lonely anymore. My quiet house was full of joy. My heart was full of bright hope. I felt special. I felt beautiful. Love makes everything look bright. The sky looked bluer. The food tasted better. I thought I found my perfect person. Have you ever felt like that? You think everything is perfect. You think nothing can go wrong. I was so happy. I was too happy. But life is not a perfect movie. Life is real. And in real life, there are always signs. There were small things. There were strange things, but I did not want to see them. I closed my eyes to the truth. David only visited me from Monday to Friday. He never saw me on Saturday. He never saw me on Sunday. "I am very sorry, Lena," he said every Friday evening. "I have to work on the weekend. My boss is very strict." I felt sad, but I smiled. "It is okay," I said. "I understand." I wanted to be a good partner. I wanted to be easy to love. There was another sign. His phone. His phone rang a lot. It always rang late at night. Or it rang when we were eating dinner. When the phone rang, David changed. He stopped smiling. He looked nervous. He always stood up quickly. He walked away to another room. He closed the door. He talked in a very low, quiet voice. "Who is calling you so late?" I asked him one night. "It is just my boss," he said. "There is a big problem at the office." He kissed my forehead. "Do not worry, Lena," he said. So I did not worry. I trusted him with my whole heart. I wanted to believe him. One morning, an old man came into my flower shop. He bought a big bunch of pink lilies. These are for my wife, the old man said. Today is our 40th anniversary. The old man smiled a big, happy smile. 40 years, I said. That is amazing. What is your secret? The old man looked at me with kind eyes. The secret is truth, he said. We never lie to each other, not even small lies. Trust is like a glass window. If you break it, you can glue it back, but you will always see the cracks. I smiled. I gave him the beautiful flowers, but his words stayed in my head. Trust is like a glass window. I thought about David. I thought about his secret phone calls. A small, cold feeling started in my stomach, but I pushed the feeling away. I told myself everything was fine. 4 months passed. It was a very cold Tuesday afternoon. The shop was quiet. I was cutting the green stems of some white roses. The bell on the door rang slowly. A woman walked in. She was not much older than me. She had blonde hair. She had blue eyes. She wore a nice brown winter coat. But she looked terrible. She looked very tired. Her eyes were very red. She had been crying for a long time. She walked slowly toward the counter. "Hello," I said gently. "Can I help you find something?" She did not look at the colorful flowers. She looked straight at me. She stared at my face. It made me feel uncomfortable. "Are you Lena?" she asked. Her voice was very quiet. Her voice was shaking. "Yes, I am Lena," I said. "How do you know my name?" She reached into her coat pocket. Her hand was trembling. She pulled out a black phone. She tapped the screen. She put the phone on the counter. She pushed it in front of me. I looked down at the phone. It was a picture. A bright, happy picture. It was a picture of a man and a woman on a sunny beach. The man was smiling widely. He was holding the woman close. The man was David, my David, and the woman was her, the sad woman standing in front of me. They looked so happy. They looked so in love. And on her left hand, in the picture, there was a gold ring. A shiny wedding ring. I stopped breathing. The air left my lungs. The room became very hot. My hands started to shake uncontrollably. "This is my husband," the woman said. Her voice broke. A heavy tear fell down her face. "His name is David. We have been married for 3 years." I could not speak. I opened my mouth. No words came out. My brain could not understand the words. "Married," I whispered. No, he is single. He lives alone. He told me he is single." The woman laughed. But it was not a happy laugh. It was a sad, broken laugh. "He does not live alone," she said. "He lives with me. I am his wife. My name is Sarah." Sarah looked at me. Her sad blue eyes turned into angry eyes. "You," she said. She pointed her finger at my chest. "You are the reason he is never home. You are the reason he hides his phone. You are the reason my marriage is broken." I stepped back. I felt like someone hit my stomach. I felt sick. I did not know. I cried loudly. Hot tears started to fall from my eyes. "I swear to you, Sarah, I did not know. He told me he was single. I would never date a married man. Sarah looked at me for a long minute. She saw my hot tears. She saw my deep shock. I think she knew I was telling the truth, but she was in too much pain. When people are in pain, they want to blame someone. It is a natural feeling. It does not matter, Sarah said coldly. You spent time with him. You slept in his arms. You took my husband. She picked up her black phone. She turned around slowly. I am leaving him today, she said. She did not look back at me. I am packing my bags right now, and it is because of you. She walked out the door. The bell rang. The door closed loudly. I was alone. I was completely alone. I fell to my knees behind the wooden counter. I cried. I cried louder than I ever have in my life. I felt so much terrible pain. I felt so much heavy shame. I was the reason his wife left him. I didn't mean to hurt her. I didn't know he was lying. But she blamed me. And maybe she was right. Maybe I should have known. Maybe I was too blind. Why did I not ask about his busy weekends? Why did I not ask about his secret phone calls? I was a fool. A stupid, lonely fool. I closed the flower shop early that day. I walked home in the cold, biting wind. I did not feel the freezing cold. I felt nothing at all. I was completely numb. When I got to my small apartment, it looked different. The kitchen where we cooked looked dark and empty. The sofa where we sat felt cold. Everything was a lie. Everything was fake. Later that night, my phone rang. I looked at the bright screen. It was David. My heart was pounding hard. I answered the phone slowly. Lena, he said. His voice sounded crazy. Lena, Sarah left me. She found out everything. She is gone. He did not say he was sorry. He did not sound sad. He sounded excited. Now we can be together, Lena. We do not have to hide anymore. I felt a big wave of disgust wash over my body. I felt sick to my stomach. How can you say that? I said. My voice was very cold and very hard. You lied to me. You lied to her. You broke her heart. You ruined her life. David sighed into the phone. My marriage was bad, Lena. We were not happy. You made me happy. That is not an excuse, I yelled. You are a terrible liar. You are a coward. Do not ever call me again. I hung up the phone quickly. I blocked his number forever. I deleted all his pictures. I erased him completely from my life. But erasing him from my phone did not erase the deep pain from my heart. The next few weeks were the hardest weeks of my life. I woke up crying. I went to sleep crying. I did not want to eat any food. I lost weight. I felt like a terrible monster. Every time I looked in the mirror, I saw a bad girl. I saw the girl who broke a family. I kept hearing Sarah's sad voice in my head. You took my husband. You ruined my marriage. The deep guilt was a heavy rock on my chest. I could not breathe well. I could not move. Have you ever felt this kind of terrible guilt? Have you ever felt responsible for something bad? It is a very dark place to be. You feel like you do not deserve to be happy. You punish yourself. I punished myself. I stopped going out to the park. I stopped talking to my good friends. I just went to work, sold my flowers, and went home to hide in the dark. One evening, there was a loud knock on my door. I did not want to answer it, but the knocking did not stop. It grew louder. I opened the door slowly. It was my best friend, Maya. Maya is a very good person. She looked at me. She saw my pale face. She saw my sad, red eyes. She walked in and hugged me very tight. I broke down. I cried loudly on her shoulder. I told her everything. I told her about David. I told her about Sarah. I told her about the terrible, heavy guilt. Maya listened quietly. She did not judge me. She made us some warm, sweet tea. We sat together on the cold sofa. "Lena, look at me," Maya said. Her voice was very serious. I looked at her face. "You are not a bad person," she said. "You did not break that marriage. David broke that marriage. But Sarah blamed me," I whispered. Tears fell down my face. "Sarah was hurting," Maya explained softly. "She was very angry. It is easier to be angry at the other woman than to accept that your own husband is a liar. But Lena, listen to my words carefully. You did not know. You were tricked. You are a victim in this sad story too." I thought about Maya's kind words. I repeated them in my tired head. I did not know. I was tricked. David lied to me. He made the bad choices. He chose to lie to his wife. He chose to lie to me. It was his fault. It was not my fault. It is very hard to let go of guilt. It is like a heavy bag you carry. It takes a long time to put it down. But that night, the heavy rock on my chest felt a little bit lighter. Healing is not fast. Healing is very slow. It is like a small green seed in the dark dirt. It takes time to grow into a beautiful flower. You need clean water. You need bright sunlight. You need a lot of patience. I decided to give myself patience. I started to take care of myself again. I started to eat healthy, warm food. I started to take long, slow walks in the green park. I watched the birds fly. I watched the trees change color in the sun. I poured all my energy back into my flower shop. I made beautiful, bright bouquets. I talked happily to my customers. I listened to their sweet stories. I saw that the world is full of good, honest people. There are bad people who lie. Yes, but there are also good people who love truly. I remembered the old man and his 40 years of happy marriage. True love is real. Honesty is real. I just had to wait for it. Slowly, day by day, I forgave myself. I forgave the lonely girl who wanted love so much. I forgave the girl who ignored the bad signs. I promised myself to be smarter next time. I promised myself to be stronger. If a man hides his phone, I will ask why. If a man only sees me on Tuesdays, I will walk away fast. I learned my true value. My value is very high. I deserve a good man. I deserve a man who is proud to hold my hand in the bright sunlight. I deserve a man who tells the simple truth. I still think about Sarah sometimes. I hope she is okay today. I hope she is healing too. Leaving a bad marriage takes a lot of deep courage. She was a very brave woman. I hope she found peace in her life. I hope she knows that she deserves much better than a lying man. I send a quiet, hopeful prayer for her into the blue sky. I forgave her for blaming me that day. And I finally forgave myself for being there. Now it has been 2 long years. I am 27 years old. The flower shop is doing great. My apartment is still small, but it is warm and very happy. I bought a little orange cat to keep me company. His name is Leo. We sit by the window. We watch the big tree together. I am single again, but I am not lonely anymore. I am full of life. I am whole. I want to tell you something very important. Maybe your heart is broken today. Maybe you feel sad and lost. Please listen carefully to my voice. If someone lied to you, it is not your fault. Their ugly lies say everything about them. Their lies say nothing about you. You are a good person. You are worthy of true love. It is okay to feel sad. It is okay to cry loud tears. Let the tears fall down your face. Tears clean your heart. But after you cry, dry your eyes. Stand up tall. Protect your beautiful heart. Learn your hard lesson and keep moving forward. Life is a very long journey. There will be dark, scary storms. There will be heavy, cold rain. But remember, my beautiful flowers, they need the dark rain to grow. They need the cold days to become strong. You need the hard times to grow strong too. Do not give up on true love. Do not give up on yourself. You are much stronger than you think. You can do this too. Keep going every single day. Your beautiful story is not over yet. Tomorrow is a brand new day, and the bright sun will shine again.